nice experience when they are working with GVTV. Thanks, yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. We have familiar faces, the faces that you are familiar with in the studio, and they have a whole lot of questions for you. Biodun is here, Yaini, Bode, and the likes of them. So over to them right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. I want to ask you, has anything changed? I know you've been part of the family even though you are no longer here. So I want to ask, has anything changed from cable network to the Apostolic Church Media TV and now GVTV? What has anything really changed so far through this transition?
Yes. As the organization of metamorphosizing from different names to different things, so also the level of output production and even the appearance and the quality of service provided also increased along the line. You know, starting from our cable network and beginning, we started taking off with some other satellite provider coming back to our own and stabilize. It has been a great deal at GVTV level. We really hardly have reasons to go down, talking about technology, talking about our appearance of the screen, and talking about the customer base. It has been a good grant at level when it gets to GVTV. As the name also implies, it also shows the level of progression at where we have attained today. So 10 years is a really great deal for GVTV.
All
right. I want to ask both of you, Mr. Jiran and Brodola, how was it when you people started the staff strength? How are you people able to make up this glorious vision television? Because if you say we should look at the back, you people came up with this, and especially for this morning delight for the show, when we were talking to the former MD yesterday, she said a lot of things. How are you people able to cope and make up this?
Let Mr. Jiran answer first.
Mr. Jiran,
okay, did you get that question, Mr. Jiran?
Not too clear. How were we able to work?
Manage the staff strength. You know, you have been part of it from the beginning. How was it then managing staff strength, and now that we at least we have more hands, so to say?
The staff strength has greatly increased. When we started, we are not that much, and we have to combine different assignments together, multitasking, and that is what. Those are the things that actually develop us, that build us strong, build us for the challenge, even in the open system. And GVTV being a faith-based one didn't make the work a little later than the professional stations, because we are competing with general output or general output of other commercial stations there. We need to give them quality programs that will make people come back to the channel, and so not having a lot of staff, especially at the level of transition between cable network to CAC media, at that point in time, I think that was the downside of people left for better or greener pasture, and so we have to multitask at different stages, 3-4 assignments together at one person. But over the time, those are the things that actually keep us at stake, and those are the things that actually bring that creativity in us. We are colleagues that are still there now. They are actually enjoying those things because they don't need to do extra work, extra hours, or they have more time to do things that can actually compensate for what they are putting to back.
So let me add to what you have said.
Okay.
So the fact that we had limited hands, it helps us as individuals to develop our skills. That's why I remember that someone like me now, I can do virtually everything aside from sitting with you guys here. I know that for me I can't. Even though I can correct you, but doesn't mean that when you ask me to come and sit down here, I will do it the way you guys will do it. You understand what I'm saying? But because of the fact that we had limited hands, and the most important thing was we had to achieve that particular goals, the goals that have been set before us. That's where you see someone doing 1, 2, 3 jobs at a time. And now that we have more hands, it even helps us as a person to do other things for ourselves. You understand what I'm saying? Because when I got there, for example, when I got here, I came here as a cameraman. And from there, I became one of the video editors. And then I got interested in the visual mixing and directing. And from there,
You're not the magician.
I don't know.
You
So
understand?
it's one of, these are one of the things that has built us, has helped us to become a better version of ourselves too.
Okay, to Mr. Duran and to Mr. Deola. Mr. Deola has actually answered one of my questions, which he just answered just now. So I want to ask Mr. Duran, as who was once of the staff of GVTV, and Mr. Deola, when you say staff of GVTV, what is your advice for GVTV as an organization in getting to the peak, in getting to one of the most recognized stations, and also what's your advice for the staffs and members of GVTV? To Mr. Duran, Mr. Deola. You get that, sir?
Mr. John, did you get that?
I didn't get that question, please.
Okay, they are women, so they might not really talk loud. Let me repeat that. He said, what is your advice to the staffs going forward from now? No, it's 10 years already. Going forward in the future, what is your advice to the management, to the staff, going forward from now?
Okay, I'm talking from the angle of multitasking to the staff now. Multitasking is an advantage for individual that is involved with that assignment or that responsibility. Because out there, the four corners of the offices, you never can tell where the opportunities will present itself. And being able to fit in carries a great deal. So if you have an opportunity to multitask, don't see it as being over-labeled. Don't see it as an opportunity for you to grab one or two things that will make you to rise with the ladder. You need to know as far as the cameraman from GVTV and identify from the creator of operation. It's an opportunity I have. It's a great that I enjoy. And to the management, they have been putting so much effort in place to make the security of the place good, to make the operation smooth. I pray they are not going to increase their strength and enablement provision. However, because I'm no longer inside, I will not go to the critical point, but I think management is fantastic, and I just pray they should keep it up. That's all.
Your thoughts, Samuel, before we round it up.
Okay, so for the staff, for the management, let me start with the management part. They have been putting a lot of effort into making this place a better place, because if you look at the growth,
No. Samuel is taking over now, so you can just hold on. Yeah, thank you.
So if you observe, there are some of the things that we have not been doing before now, that we've introduced, and it has made us a better version of ourselves. That's in terms of our attitude to work and our productions, in terms of the funding and provision of materials for us to work with. I think they've helped us so much that the kind of management that we have at the moment, one of the things I'm happy with him is that when you go back and think of a creative idea, his own is just know how to sell your idea to him. Once you can sell your idea to him, he looks for everything in his capacity to make sure that he provides some of those things. So I know that sometimes it can be really challenging when he wants to, he's willing to do, and then the funding is not there for him to be able to do all of those things. I know that it may be, it's not that it may be, it's a big challenge from their side. I understand how it feels sometimes when you want to do something and then it's not working. And then for the staff too, when we call ourselves professionals, and we have grown so far, part of the things that shows that we have grown is when people can see and identify that, okay, before now, this is what we have been saying. Okay, you guys have done something better. These guys have done better. And those are one of the things that we have been doing. And if you observe for the past few years, you see that we have grown from where we used to be to where we are now.
All right, Mr. Duran, if you can hear me clearly, I would have loved to take you on more on the conversation, but we are out of time. And when you are here, you always threaten me to round up, or else you are going to yank me off. But I was able to get that record, and I still hold that record that nobody have yanked me off before. I say thank you for being part of the program this morning. I appreciate you for joining us, and to you, Samuel. You are still here with us, but thank you for being part of the program this morning. This is how far we can go on the program this morning. You heard what Samuel said. there's financial constraint, and if you are watching and if you want to reach out to us to help us in any way to make us better, drop a comment for us, reach out to the numbers you saw on your screen earlier on to tell us how you can help us. We'll be happy to have you join us. Thank you, Bode, Abigail, Abiodun, and of course to all the crew that made this possible today. Tomorrow is another beautiful day, and by the grace of God, we'll give you a fresh episode of this program. Like I always say, enjoy your day and always know that God loves you, and so do we. Bye for now.